This is so hard because we're on day 3, series 12, riding the world by motorcycle, and this whole series is bringing my monkey bike, Ashworth, my country sucking beast, home. And I did this thing last night. I edited episode 1, and just watching that is just it pulls on every heartstring I've got, because it's just such a hard thing to do, to turn around and look like I'm quitting my world adventure and to bring Ashworth home. And the end of Ashworth on the world adventure it's hard. It's so hard. I didn't leave the hotel room last night. I got in, I edited that, and I don't want to eat. I didn't want to have anything to drink. I just felt low, to be honest with you, because it's a heart-ripping thing to think I've done so much. I've got such a huge plan, and people have been so amazing, helped me out on this entire adventure. And to know that I'm literally at this point over halfway home, I just question it constantly. Am I doing the right thing? Am I making the right decision? And I just don't know. That bike, what we've gone through together, right from the UK, riding around the UK, the Strata, Florida, modding it, doing so much more. And then this world trip, all these visions of awesomeness that we've done together, me and Ashworth. This is really hard. It's really hard to pack the bike up and just keep heading home. This is really difficult.
You down, and I know that I was not always around. I made you feel alone. You spent most of your nights just sitting on your own. I should have done so much more, like giving you the things you asked me for. And I know I was wrong. What I try to tell you with my song, tell you with my song. What if I said I'm sorry? What if I'd make a scene? Wouldn't that make you mine again? All I ever need. Didn't I make you laugh? Didn't I make you smile? Didn't I make you feel like you were happy for a while? I know that I've done so many things to let you down, but I hope that you give me one more chance to make you mine. When I close my eyes, know that you're the only thing I see, and it makes me cry to think that you are no longer with me.
Wow, that's scary. Oh, Ashworth, you don't like the rain, do you? You don't like getting wet. Well, that wasn't the start that I was hoping for Ashworth. After, to be fair, an emotional night's sleep, I kept waking up thinking about what I'm doing and everything else. And because I'm so focused on doing the kilometres, I don't really think about it too much. Well, I do as I'm riding, but I think about it more at night, because obviously when you're by yourself, you've only got your own thoughts going around in your head. So for it not to start is almost like going, yeah, we're not going home. But Ashworth does what Ashworth does. It hates the rain, because it was a downpour last night,
this bike just doesn't like getting wet, so it takes a little while. But it started, and Ashworth never lets me down, even if it's upset with me right now. But we have 731 kilometres to go until Calais, where I'll be meeting an absolute legend who's going to load my bike into the back of the van. We're going to spend a night together, don't worry. Not like that, but a night of drinking beer. I'm treating him to some beers and a meal, etc, 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 and we're going to chill, and we're going to have a relaxing evening, I hope, before we head back on what will be the Sunday. It will be 7 days from when I left. Anyway, my brain is all like right, I've already done the backbone of the kilometres because I've pushed and pushed, because that's what I've got to concentrate on. Kilometres, kilometres, kilometres. What means if I'm right and we can do a decent chunk today, tomorrow we'll be near Calais and we can go for a hunt to find somewhere a bit nicer to stay, and it should give me a whole day to just take some time out, enjoy the ride, go and find something cool, and just enjoy a day from munching miles. But I still think we've got 2-ish days of mile munching left to go. So let's dig deep, let's push Ashworth for some kilometres, and let's keep heading home. But this bike's been incredible, and it's still going, baby, still going, and you deserve a rest, you deserve some TLC, and you deserve a lot of man hugs. Right, let's get the kilometres underway. Okay, so I need to snap out of this kind of low feeling about bringing Ashworth home, because I know it's the right thing to do, because there's so much happening in the future. It's absolutely crazy. And the thing of it is, even when I get back to the UK, I'm about to go off to an unbelievable launch for an incredible bike and be one of the first people in the UK to review it. It's going to be awesome, and things are just next level at the minute, and I've got to keep reminding myself that there is reasons why this is all happening. But Ashworth and me, do you know what? Like, you feel like you're one with the machine, and it's just awesome, and I've got to get back into that mindset of how awesome this bike is and what we're achieving. We're doing so many kilometres, 9 horsepower on this mighty steed, and it's dragging me across all of these countries to get back to the UK, and it's doing it in proper 11 out of 10 epic style. So I'm going to start getting excited, and I'm going to start pushing this bike, and we're going to keep hacking down these miles, because me and Ashworth, we're going back to the UK in 11 out of 10 style. Well then, you mighty steed. Let's get back. I think it's on the motorway number 3 here in Germany. Let's keep going. 690 kilometres to Calais. Let's release your 9 horsepowers of a stallionness. Let's not get run over though. Frankfurt on the sign coming up, and Frankfurt makes me giggle to think that I was there earlier this year riding the mighty charity ride that I called Riding for Sausage, that I just put out and said, does anybody want to come with me dressed as lord and ladies and raise money? And many people did, and we had a right giggle. It was a super fun trip. Things went wrong. I never made it on the mighty steed that I bought, the Suzuki Bergman, the big CC classic scooter. I spent most of the time on the back of Mikey's Honda, hugging him all the way there pretty much and back, and then having to use my good friend Julian's pillion seat on his scooter to get me back to Ashworth, not Ashworth, back to my charity ride that was dumped right basically at the Eurotunnel first petrol station because it broke down. It was just the whole thing was just a typical 11 out of 10 adventure, but it was a lot of fun. You should go back and watch it because it was an epic giggle. And the first scene on that adventure, I spent so many weeks and amount of time planning it, and it lasts for about a minute, but it was an epic start to an awesome charity ride. Right, 687 kilometres, Ashworth, you mighty beast. We've got 3 bars of fuel, so shortly-ish I'll be filling up the tank again and going tank to tank. and just riding literally tank to tank all day, just munching all these miles. Come on, old gal, let's keep rocking. Well, there's nothing like a good downpour to keep you awake. Oh, it is peeing it down, and because I was on the motorway, I'm pretty much drenched through by the time I managed to pull in. So what I've decided to do is I'm not bother trying to put on waterproof trousers and everything else, but just put my waterproof jacket on. And the only reason is to, one, not really stop the water from coming through because I'm soaked, but to give myself a little bit of dryness from the wind on more than anything else, because this is a mesh sort of style jacket for summer, because it's not actually cold, but the water's coming through and then you get damp and cold, and that's the only reason. Other than that, I'm already drenched, so just keep on rocking and hope I go through the rainstorm reasonably quickly and the sun comes out and dries me off. If not, I've got a whole day of having a wet crotch, and I can feel the water literally dripping and soaking through right to my willy as we speak. Anyway, let's just try to stay alive on this crazy busy motorway and keep hacking down these kilometres. Come on, Ashworth, let's fight through this. Well, that's another tank done, and I have no idea, I've lost track on how many kilometres I've done today, but what I do know is I've got less than 500 kilometres to Calais, so we're just doing awesomely again. But while I'm here in Germany, I was like, do you know what, if you're in Germany you need to munch on some sausage. So I've done what all proper bikers do and brought a sausage from a petrol station for a good old munch. Well, with my German sausage fest completed, and I've got to admit, the Germans do know how to have a heck of a sausage fest. It's time to do even more and more miles or kilometres, depending if you're watching from the UK or of course somewhere deep in the heart of Europe. Maybe you're enjoying a sausage fest as we speak, but oh, my bum's starting to ache. But we've got to do that really important thing, and of course that's hack down more miles than any man could possibly cope with. We've got 492 kilometres left exactly to get to Calais, so I've got to do that thing again of saddling down, releasing the inner beast and just hacking down these kilometres. We've entered a nice little German town here. Everything in Germany is very, as everybody knows, it's very well put together and organised, and everyone seems really happy after their sausage fest as well. I wonder if they have a national sausage fest in the village or the town, right in the centre, just huge amount of people munching on a great ginormous sausage. I don't know, but we can only imagine, because we need to keep going. So let's do that thing as we always do, keep pushing on, keep sending Ashworth in the right direction, and that of course is to get this beauty home. Well, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow lords and ladies, I'm very pleased to tell you we've just crossed from Germany into Belgium. Now, that is a nice feeling. Look at this. Look at that. Belgium. Welcome, people, to Belgium.
that I don't really notice the big difference, but what I do know is Belgium is famous for Belgian beer, and I like Belgian beer, so that is something that we need to sample. But right now my aim is to stop at the next fuel station that's coming up very shortly, and then what we'll do is we will refuel the beast. I say fuel station coming up, I'm sure that just said 64 kilometers. I hope that's not the case. Anyway, we will drain the rest of this tank, we will refill the beast, and I need to do that thing of looking for a hotel, because it is 3:45, so by the time I actually find the fuel station and hotel, we're getting towards the end of the day. But we are doing well. Currently still on the clock. All the way to Calais is 371 kilometers, so everything's on my side at the minute. Let's just hope this continues to be that 11 out of 10 adventure. Now I've said that, let's hope it doesn't change. Well, it's never a good sign when your fuel gauge is flashing and the previous sign said something like 27 kilometers to the nearest petrol station, but I managed to pull into one of their little like lay-by style things, and there should be one around about 10 kilometers away. So good old Ashworth, I've got my fuel can if not, but good old Ashworth is going to get me there, and we're going to fill up there. It will get me there, right? Me and Ashworth, we always get where we want to get to. We'll get there, I'm sure of it.
Well, of course, Ashworth made it, an 11 out of 10 style. The fuel was flashing away for a long time, but we have made it. So with a full tank full again, my sort of plan is now this time of day is to head to a hotel. So I have booked one in a place on the edge of Liège, I believe, in Belgium. I hope it's called Liège. Anyway, that's where we're going to be heading to next. Now, it's one of these things where you book it on booking.com, everything's quite expensive, and this looks nice, but it's not got the best rating in the world. So we'll find out when we get there, but breakfast is included, and it would do as an overnight stop. I've even bought myself a cheeky bottle of wine from the shop next to the petrol station, aiming to save myself a few quid, because as you can imagine, it's not cheap, hotel after hotel after hotel. But anyway, as always, Ashworth is performing amazingly, but it's time to sort of get there and chill out. Basically, I've done unbelievable. I have no idea how many kilometres I've done today. It's a decent amount. I'll have a look to how far Calais is tomorrow, but by doing yet again another decent day, I'm so ahead. Tomorrow ideally we'll hack down the miles and end with some sort of excitingness, some cinematicness, but who knows yet. We'll plan it all when we get to the hotel. So shall we jump on Ashworth for the very final time and just get this last lot of kilometres done? Whew, I need that glass of wine literally just to chill out. Anyway, shall we? Well, I've arrived at my hotel, and it's like quite a big city this is, and obviously this is, like I said, on the outskirts, but that is the hotel behind me, and I can see why some of the ratings put it lower than my usual place I'd stay. Now, I'm not going to name the brand, but you know when you travel and you stay in a lodge and you kind of book it and you hope it's one of the modern ones and not one of the old knackered ones. Well, this this looks like the old knackered ones. I mean, look at the hotel sign behind me there, and it kind of looks like a really old school that you'd expect, I don't know, back in the day, if it makes sense. It's definitely not one that is eye appealing, but you've got a nice view and the motorway in the distance over there, so that's quite cool. Now, interestingly, it does have a pool, a bar and restaurant, and it has like a nice area with a pool, but obviously nobody's in it today, all sat outside as you can imagine, and I think it's about to pee it down as well. So I'm going to get everything unpacked and into hotel room, but let's hope the hotel room is nicer than the outside of the hotel. But I'll show you what you get for £85. Well, I'm into my room, and let me give you a tour of what you get for £85. Hopefully you'll agree with me when I say it's not that bad. So I will show you exactly where we are on the map, but 2 single beds nicely apart, so you're not hugging each other in case you have to share. Obviously it should be 4-poster, but hey, it's 85 quid. There's some charging points next to the bed that I just think is really important. There is a place to edit
And there is a plug down there as well, so I can plug my laptop in, because I'm literally locking myself in the room shortly and cracking on with that. There is also a seating area just there, with everything dumped. So you've got the telly that nobody watches. Has it got? No, it has not got YouTube on it, so it's not worth watching. It's another TV nobody ever watches. Plenty of room to store all your bits and bobs for your helmet, etc. And then the bathroom, well, to be fair, the bathroom's all right. It's all right. It's no plug hole. Hello. Minging. There is a throne. There's no fountain for water, and there is sort of a bath, sort of shower. Now, one of the things that they have got here, right? What's cool is obviously they've got hair, body, and gel. Now, they're not like Germany here in Belgium. They don't number it so you don't get confused. So you need to make sure that you only wash your body and hair with this gel, but they also have a similar version for you to be able to wash your hands, your liquid soap. And then of course the most sexiest lord in the entire world, and there is always the microphone so you can sing into it. Oh baby, I love the way every day, yeah. Nice. So today we've travelled from somewhere in Germany and we have come all the way across into Belgium, and we're in this place called Liege, just here. That actually means we're now just shy of 300 kilometres to Calais. So tomorrow's still going to be a little bit of a trek, but we should come sort of along the French coastline. So we'll come up and then along, what means we'll go past Dunkirk, etc. Now, I'm in no rush to get to Calais tomorrow. That's my end destination and I need to be there by Saturday. And tomorrow is Thursday. So I'm kind of thinking we'll go to the coastline and then I'm just going to wing it, typical 11 out of 10 style, and see what we can find, try and look around, see if we can find some history, some stuff to take in, stuff to make it 11 out of 10. Then we have the whole of Friday to do the same, just wing it, back to winging it, back to what I love doing best, and just trying to find some awesomeness. So I'm getting quite excited to think that sort of the real hard work's done now, and it's just winging it, back to 11 out of 10 winging it, where's my happy place? That's the place I like to be. Now, the weather, I have no idea tomorrow. Hopefully it won't be as rubbish as today, because that would be absolutely pants. Now, one of the things I've been thinking about quite a lot while riding was some of the cool stuff that me and Ashworth, my country-sucking beast of a motorcycle, have done. And even riding it today, and it keeps making me pat the tank, because I'm there going, do you know what? We've ridden up a mountain covered in snow that was obviously closed, to go and find an abandoned ski lift where we did 2 attempts. I had to walk the last bit because the snow was that thick. I've taken it off on trails to find some crazy stuff to get cinematic footage. That bike has just gone through so much stuff. The memories just flood in and it just makes me smile. One of the favourite things that I really enjoyed was when we went to the Sahara Desert, and we were going up the sand dunes, and the BMW GS got a quarter of the way and mine got to the top, because Ashworth, of course, is just awesome. And that bike's been to the Sahara Desert, it's been up a sand dune, it's taken in the Atlas Mountains, it's been to Portugal, it's been in the vineyards, do you know what I mean? It's gone up the Pyrenees, it's gone into the Alps, it's just done so many amazing things, and I feel really proud. I feel really proud that me and that bike have done so much together. It's just epic. It's just absolutely awesome. So my plan for the rest of the evening, it's going to be about 6 o'clock-ish now, is I'm going to get out of my road skin jeans. And that's one more thing, actually, I want to turn around and say, these jeans right here, look at that buttock. These jeans are the road skin jeans, and they were given to me right back when I took Ashworth around the UK, and it was something like 16 days straight I wore these jeans. On top of that, I've taken them on this world trip. They've done all of these countries, 2 years on the road, they've not come home, and they're still like new. And that goes for all that rubbish weather I've gone through today. They've gone through snow, ice, all of the rubbish, and they're still looking like new. And as you know, I'm a massive fan of Roadskin, and I am their official ambassador, what basically means that I get to give everybody out there some discount off of their clothes. There's a link down in the description. I think it's 10% that you get off of any of their range, their jeans, their hoodies. You see me wearing all of their kit all of the time because I absolutely love it. And I just want to give them a shout out as well, because these jeans, they've gone a long way, a long way. And again, they're not frayed, they're not rubbish, they're not stretched, nothing's broken, nothing's torn. They are just armour that's comfortable to wear. Anyway, I'm gonna get changed. I'm gonna grab myself a beer, and what I'm gonna do for the rest of the evening is sit in this room. I've got a cheeky bottle of wine I bought from the petrol station. I'm gonna enjoy some glasses of wine. I'm just gonna be edit before bed. And that's my evening. So I look forward to seeing you in tomorrow's episode, where we're going to hopefully go to the French coastline, Dunkirk, look at all the coolness and stuff and the history there, and let's have a real giggle, eh? Let's have a real giggle. But in the meantime, ride safe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's episode. Bye-bye for now.